Okay, we're live. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on April Fool's Day. If you hadn't already, in the description we have a link to our popcorn. You can go over to our popcorn store, ice cream parlor store, popcorn store, and you can actually order some of our popcorn. And our popcorn, we can ship it anywhere to you. And you buying our popcorn will allow us to create jobs for these high school kids and help me with creating more jobs and businesses for you all. Tonight is going to be a little short because you all I get a lot of people stop through here, believe it or not. Throughout the week, uh, I have a lot of people come through here, come through the shop, and actually just stop and say hi, just to speak. Um, and I tell y'all, you all, if I could get you all on camera, you all stories are so amazing. It's better than any type of Hallmark or Ayana Fix My Life or any undercover boss. Any of those stories that you see there don't compare to the real life stories. A lot of those stories are scripted. Y'all stories are real life stories, and I have to listen to y'all stories when y'all come here. And tonight I had a real special young man swing by, and like I say, his story was so moving. I'm not gonna be here all night. I'm gonna try to get through this without even crying. So tonight I'm just gonna tell kind of what went on this week. I was planning on doing something totally different, but the last couple of days and especially today, it's been very event filled. Um, this week I've been searching really hard to uh, try to find some type of YouTube channel or find something that can kind of feed me. Right now I kind of like been in a rut. I need a little bit more energy to get moving on this next couple of projects I got. I got all my businesses kind of picking up at the same time and requiring a lot of attention. And so I needed something sometimes to kind of I need like a Red Bull to kind of keep me moving. Now a lot of times I could go over to the different YouTube channels and I could actually find some motivation out of other channels from other people to to get me a boost and keep me going. Uh, and and what ends up happening, I went out here the last couple of weeks. I haven't been able to find anything on anybody who's doing anything on business and building businesses that could really move me. I think Glendon he's putting one together where he's gonna be doing businesses. He was gonna do like I think he was gonna do like a Toro, but I don't think that's going to do. I'll be honest. I'm almost glad I didn't. I'd much rather see him do something a little bit more advanced than the Toro. The Toro, I think, even though it's a good business model and stuff like that for people, but I think it kind of falls in line with kind of the hustle that he sometimes talks about with JT. And there's nothing wrong with that because that's where all businesses start from a hustle. But I thought I wanted to see him do something a little bit more advanced, and I think he's going to have to now because I don't think that's going. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to come up with. But like I said, this week's been pretty rough. But you alumni have came through for me. You all lives and you all putting y'all businesses together is better than anything that's going on the internet right now. This past weekend, I had a humble leader. Him and his family came up, and that was good to see where they're at now and the transition they made, and to hear his story behind the scenes and stuff. And when we talk, I don't come and tell, especially if people know you. I don't tell stuff that goes on. But I know they came a long way, and to see that, and then Ontario had the cell phone course going on. I got to talk to the people who were attending his cell phone course, and that gave me inspiration. And this week was good. Slick came through for one day, and him and I just kicked it for one whole day. We done lunch, and to be there and see him kind of, both of us pretty much retired, and we sat down and we talked business the whole day. Things that he's doing, things that I'm doing. He went with me over to to the buildings, and gave me some input on some things, and gave me some other things to talk about, and then he going out the country for a little bit. He's going on vacation. I don't know if I should have said that. I'm sorry, Slick, but taking his family out for a while, and seeing him being here to celebrate, that felt good. They say, man, he's getting out and celebrating and stuff. That feels good to know that they're doing that and they're living well, and everything's going well with him. And then today, I've had one of my mentors, a mentor of mine that I think a lot of. He actually was the person who inspired me to pretty much to get into investing, and to really step up my investing in my real estate game. Um, he called me today, and he said he was gonna swing by the ice cream parlor. So I thought maybe he was just gonna stop by. But he came by, brought his brother, his sister-in-laws, his daughter, the whole family came down and pretty much spent the afternoon with me, looking at the stuff that we're doing, and being able to walk the town, and the town really embraced him, and I'm proud of that. And the council people came out and talked to him, and I want to thank the councilmen that came over and introduced themselves, and talked, and told him about different investments he could do here, and that was really good. And for him to, I heard from his niece, and the niece told me how proud that they were of what I was doing, and that really meant a whole lot to me. And that gave me some energy. So I came here ready to do my show on something totally different. And when I pulled up, like I say, especially on nights that I go live, I always get somebody who's popping up to the building, because they know I'm gonna be coming live on Monday and Thursday, and they usually catch me on the maybe an hour or two before the building, before I come live, and we talk and stuff before I come on. But this young man, he came, and I remember him. He called in. He called me about maybe 2 years ago when we were first getting started, when we first started doing the online. And he called me. He was really going through some troubling times. I won't put his name out there. And now that I know the whole story, I wanted to go live, but now that I know the whole story, I'm glad it didn't go live. Give him time to really get everything in, and get where when he's comfortable, he'll go live and maybe tell his story one day. But what happened? He called me. He was going through he just went through a bad divorce. And him and his kids had to move back in with his father, and his father, him and his father and mother, they have a relationship sometimes that's like all of us. We have some issues, so he's there. That's not a good place for him. Going through a divorce with, then he got his kids and no job, no money. That's a bad place to be for a man. At that time he was like 48. That's a bad place to be when you're in your prime years, and you're supposed to be looking forward to enjoying your kids going out and grandkids coming back, and getting this would be your prime years, like I'm in now. My years now. This is some of the best years I've had in my life. I would hate to see. I couldn't imagine if my life had just took a total nosedive, and I had to go back in to Stonewall, North Carolina, with my kids, and have to try to put my life back together. But at that point in time, that's where he was at, and he was looking, and came and took Appliance boot camp. I remember he called me, and he opened up and told me a lot that was going on, and I at that time I remember he was having to get some. Anybody, when your life turn like that, you gotta go get some professional help. He'll give some professional help, and I didn't know if he would be able to, because he just opened up about everything. I guess he needed somebody to talk to, and that's not just him. I get that with so many people that call me. A lot of people. I guess they look at the videos, like I say, that's kind of what we're talking about tonight. When you live your life on the big screen, everybody see you, everybody listening to you. It's almost like they uh, feel like, uh, uh, feel like they're whatchamacallit, they know you. So anyway, he whatchamacallit, he comes in and and he's talking and he tells me, it's not talking to him on the phone that the issues that he's having. So I told him, I said, yeah, he can do it in appliance repair. He could, it will be able to fix his life. He'd be good. And he 48. This 2 years ago. So what he told me today, he traveled down about 4 hours, about 4 or 5 hours. Came down here, say he wanted to come to the Mecca. This was his trip to the Mecca, to come here to the Promised Land, and he just wanted to tell me thank you. And we sat down and had a long conversation, and I did not know that he had tried to actually. I won't tell his name and stuff, so just telling the story. He had actually tried to take his life a couple of times within that time frame, and I did not know that. But he told me that, and the sad part about it, he had went and signed some papers, what they call "do not resuscitate." He had told the papers and stuff at the county that if they catch him, they could not resuscitate. He didn't have no need to live anymore. So he took appliance boot camp, and this 2 years ago, and what he done, he actually followed the blueprint. He built a business, and just like you all now with the telephone ringing and all, he said blew up, and he just had so much work and stuff. And just like us, just like at that point in time, he had so much work. But somebody who's just coming off of the stuff he's coming off of, and he got to have some professional help. It drive a person who it drives me crazy right now with the phone ringing and all that. So that it started to bother him, and he was at a customer house one day, and the customer that he was at actually was someone who was like I guess a VP or something for one of the hotels, and they were doing all these different things. They're talking on the phone, handling issues, taking care of the baby, talking to him, and it wasn't bothering her. That lady was just able to maneuver around and all the commotion and stuff. She was just calm, and he said he needed her to come into his business and get some structure to it, because him dealing with the issues that he's had and all the dysfunction and stuff, it was starting to weigh on him again. The business was starting to weigh on him. So he brought that lady in and asked the lady if would she work with him in his business. This is one of his customers. And the lady said, yeah, and came in. And the lady actually structured a business for him. Got the business where it needs to be, where they hired two people, got the business up and running. Now they got subs. They're doing well. He even told me about a young brother. He showed me the young brother picture. And this is another thing with us as African Americans. Sometimes slavery has just done so much to us. He said this young guy came to him and asked him for a job and said he knew how to do electronics. Where the guy, he has dreads and stuff. And you look at him, you actually think, maybe he's not as polished as we want. We want everybody to have a tight trade and all that stuff. So but he decided to give the young man a try. And he said when he gave and he said he was nervous about giving the young man a try, but he gave that young man a try. And he said when they got out there in front of the customer, the young man turned on a switch that he had never seen before and just wowed the customer. I mean, he said the customers would fall in love with him. He said still today, that technician gets more praises and more high scores from the customers than anybody. And this was the person he had prejudged, our own brother, our own black person. He had prejudged him just because of the way we tell people not to look at us. We sometimes our worst people looking at each other. And he said the guy is the best tech he ever had, and always getting high reviews from everybody. Everybody loves him, and his business is done so well that lady that she bought in, that VP, the VP bought his business. So she purchased his business, and now he gets 10% of the revenue for the rest of his life, and his kids get 5% of the rest revenue the rest of their life. And then when he dies, his kids gonna get 15% of the revenue of the life. So he's retired in less than 2 years. His business, he built the business, sold it, and now he's collecting residual income for the rest of his life. He makes enough money off of that to live. And not only that, but he's went out and built from appliance repair, and he had never fixed anything. From appliance repair, now he actually found him another niche where he's going out and he's fixing. I'm not gonna tell what his niche is because I didn't. I'm not gonna do that. I did not have permission to tell what his niche is. But he found another niche where he goes out and do these repairs, and he get $160 per repair, and the repairs already been diagnosed, and the parts are there. They all on first time completes, and he do 2 or 3 of those a day, and he does that, and that's good with him with his condition because he don't have to worry about the phone ringing, customer service or anything. They send him the work order, they send the parts to the customer, and he just drive out there, do 2, 3 stops a day for $160. And there's no paperwork. All he does is just he just take a picture of him putting the part on and saying that it's tested, and then they send him money through Cash App. And he loving it, and he loving it. And he came here today just to tell his story and just to say thank you. And to let you know. And he said no, he's still going through therapy a little bit to deal with what he dealt with, but he just turned 50, and he said his 50th birthday. His medicine has been reduced, so he doesn't need the medicine like he used to. And he went out and he removed that "do not resuscitate" off of his from the county. He said now he feels like he wakes up every morning with an urge to live. He feel like this is what he told me. He said he feel like a kid with a candy store, all the candy that you need. You got $1,000. They get ready to open the door. That's how he feel about work now. He look at the candy, life like that, where he got all this stuff that he can so much to live for and enjoyable now. And he never thought that would be possible. This is somebody who was trying to end their life 2 years ago because of Appliance Boot Camp and you all and being the inspiration and stuff that you all are. Now he has a zest for life. He's retired. He built a business and sold it in less than 2 years and getting 10%, 15% of revenue for the rest of his life, and they making good money. You know how much appliance repair work make, and that executive that took it is grown it and hiring techs, and he getting that the rest of his life, and his kids gonna get that the rest of their lives, and because he's not able to go out there and handle the business like that, but that person was. And he sold it. Man, that's great to do that from little appliance repair. He's done that. He done got out the rat race and retired himself. And his kids are getting 5% of the revenue. He said they get paid every quarter, and nice checks. And he goes out still and on doing his little niche thing. He's still making $1,700 a week on his little niche thing, and don't have no headaches. That's the joy of this appliance repair. Like I told you, appliance repair is just to open the door into entrepreneurship. You don't have to stay here. He said he loved appliance repair, but he just because of his situation, appliance repair with the customers and all that stuff. It drive a sane man crazy, but just because it was so much demand in appliance repair, and the customers are so high strung there that it was just too much for him to do at this time. But somebody who doesn't mind customer service and doesn't mind putting together policies and procedures, it don't bother them. So the lady that bought it, she saw the potential in it. She bought it, and they just took off, and she's a stickler for doing all the invoicing and all that, and handling the tax and all that, because that's all they done. Like I told you all, you all coming out of corporate America and stuff, you all have all the actual training. I got a damn camouflage here. That was catching, man. Y'all have all the training and stuff to actually to do all this stuff. You just need something to plug it into. That lady been doing that all her life, dealing with customer service, dealing with hotel management and stuff. She looked at it. She said, "Man, we on a gold mine. I need to get you. No, you don't need to do this. Let me take this thing and run." And she took it and ran. She not only, like I said, she bought him out and gave him 15% for the rest of his life. He gets in and he told me to get his kids 5. And he was talking about how well people, his kids and stuff now look up to him for what he's doing, and it's just amazing. It's just amazing. And like I say, you all come talk to me and have me these stories, these lifetime and hallmark stories, and then I gotta go on live and pull myself back together. Sometimes it can be kind of rough. So this time I'm gonna read some of the stuff we got going on in the chat, and I'm gonna get out. And like I said, I love talking. Like I tell everybody, if I could get the stuff the stories that have been told in this little building, if I could get those on camera, Ayana fixed my life and undercover boss and Hallmark and Lifetime, it wouldn't stand a chance because you all got real life stories. You all are putting together business. Y'all are doing stuff that just you can write it in a movie script. And this is the thing too. You all are making me become a lot better person, because I'm more mindful of you. That what I'm doing out here, I'm not just selling a course. I figured that out a while ago. It's not just selling a course that's coming out of here. People are actually looking at what we're doing, and they're building their lives around that. And I have to be very very careful about what I put out and what I'm doing. I just can't put it out there to go. And I just can't put it out there. I have to make sure that what I'm doing is something that I have done and that it works. It can't be something of belief and stuff. Because people, if what I was putting out, you got to be careful. Because if I was just putting something out there just to sell a course and just to put it out there, and then just think if it didn't work for that young man. Well, he ain't no young man, but just think it hadn't worked for the man. And he went out there, and this was he was basing turning his life around on something that I'm saying and something a blueprint that I'm putting out here, and it didn't work. He probably would have killed himself. He honestly probably would have killed. He tried prior to taking the course, but if it hadn't worked and he would have thought he didn't have a chance to get it. My stuff didn't work, and he didn't think he was going to be able to have another way to get his life back together. He would have went ahead and done what he done. He had tried. He had tried a couple of times, and so that lets me know that I have to be very very mindful and careful of what I'm putting out here. I just can't be putting anything out here just to get somebody to pay something. I gotta. I have to be. I have to put my stuff out there correctly, and I can't just go out there and just go with the wind and say I'm going to try this and try that and do it out here in front of everybody and got people watching and running behind me. I can't do that. I got to make sure that what I've done it has actually worked, that it's proven, and that I can give y'all detailed steps on how to do it with me. And so I think with that, because of what we have to do and the way I'm doing it, I don't think I'll never be. I came to the realization I ain't gonna never be into the mainstream, because into the mainstream is if what we're doing just goes against all things that we've been taught and what people believe, because the way things actually work is not the way they teach you how to do this stuff. And so when we come out there and we bring light to the situation and show people how to do it. Not only do I'm not telling, but I'm showing it right here in front of them. And I'm putting real dollars behind it. I'm putting my life out here so you all can see it. Most people can't do that. Most people can't do that. And you'll find out. You all gonna find out when more people try to come back, and you're gonna find out when more people come back and try to put a business together from scratch. They're gonna find out that it ain't all what it cracked out to be. It's kind of like Jordan when he tried to come back from Chicago Bulls after all those after out of retirement. He's gonna come back again the second and third time out of retirement. Hey, the game done changed, and same thing. People want to start trying to put businesses together. They realize, hey, you have to go back and redo everything to put a business together. It can't do it the way you've done it 15, 20 years ago. The atmosphere has changed. Business work a lot faster now. Didn't have the didn't have the social media, didn't have the internet and all that stuff. You got to be up and running now. You can't do the stuff that we done 15, 20 years ago to put a business together. You got to come out here and you got to put it together. You got to put it together fast. I can't come out here and tell you all I'm gonna put together a business. I'm gonna do a building and this and that, and have y'all waiting and waiting and waiting. People want it right now, like the contractor's license. People want those contractor's license now. That's Slick and I were looking at it this past weekend and stuff, and I'm filling out papers now. So to get contractor's license, uh, you still got to fill out the paperwork. You got to fill out the paperwork to get approved to actually be approved to go take the test. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm filling out the paperwork, getting all my stuff together, and get approved. Once I get approved to go take the test, it takes me 3 to 4 months of studying. It ain't gonna be something that you just gonna walk up in there and you're gonna study. You're gonna pass the test and get some license. Nah, you gotta get the camouflage. You still gonna have to put the work in and study. And it takes me 3 to 4 months of studying actually pass the test. So this is going to be something that's going to take me 6 months to the end of the year to get these licenses. But same thing, I will let you all know. So this is not something we're going to do overnight. But people don't want that. They want it right now. They want it right now, and because that's just the way business is done now. You can, and like I say, people are gonna find this out, especially now if you live your life in front of the screen. And I don't know. I'm anxious to see how people put their businesses together now. All right, here we go. Lamar Staten, good evening. How you doing, fam? Untamed Kane, go. Howdy, Mike. Howdy, folks. Okay. All right. We got SQ Services LLC. What's happening? DCNF, what's good? Mike, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, Dale Scott? BK, what's good? Chris Sangamon, what's happening? Hey, what's up, because we don't read? What's up, fam? What's up, Uncle Mike? What's up, Coach? How you doing, ABC Ken? Yeah, hit the like button if you don't mind, people. Aaron Bernardo, what's going on, Mike? Have I learned my lesson yet? Aaron Bernardo. Hey, Aaron, I just talked about the guy. This guy was in a lot worse state than you're in. This guy, wife had left him and his kids. He had to move back in with his parents, and he had tried to take his life a couple of times because life was doing so bad. And he followed the blueprint. He followed the blueprint in 2 years. Look, in less than 2 years, he built a business, sold it, and built another business. Matter of fact, this is his third business. He gonna build three businesses. He built the appliance repair business, sold that. He built the roadside service business after looking at JT and I with the roadside stuff. He built the roadside service business, and he getting ready to rent that. He built the truck up, and he got all the roadside stuff in the truck, and he gonna rent the truck out to somebody. And now he done built his third business in less than 3 years just by looking at the content and following the blueprint. And what Aaron wants a refund. He wants me to, because he wants a refund because he doesn't want to do the course. Do the blueprint, man. Do the blueprint. You spend more time trying to get a refund than to just do the blueprint. And what he said, he had the course almost a year. He bought it at the beginning of and this not nobody don't rag on Aaron. Please don't rag on him. Serious, don't rag on him. But this is the conversations that we need to have. This is not to rag on you, and please, nobody in the chat, don't rag on. Don't rag on. But this is as family. This is how we need. We got to have this conversation. He bought the course at the beginning of COVID, so he was going to come at the beginning of COVID. When COVID hit, we had to cancel the course. So we opened it, and he wanted, even though the governor had stated that we couldn't meet in assemblies, he still wanted to come. He wrote the Secretary of State and all that, saying that he wrote to the Secretary of State about COVID, and so then after that, he wanted to sue me because he said that I had lied and said about COVID and stuff, and that the Secretary of State and all them, whoever was lying. So he got a lawyer to try to sue me. I told him after he tried to sue me, I said, bring them on. I don't care about no lawyer coming out here. I've been sued before. Bring the lawyers on. He couldn't win the case, and so I told him then that when I think he learned his lesson, maybe I give him a refund back. So that's what he's asking now to give me a refund. I said, you don't do that. If he had reached out to me at the very beginning and said, hey, give me a refund at the very beginning of COVID, I've done that at the beginning. But when you come and you write a letter to the Secretary of State and then you bring a lawyer in, nah, you don't punch me in my face now. So now it's on. But in the meantime, you could have easily done what this guy done. This guy didn't come to the hands-on live event, and he had never fixed anything a day in his life. He just followed the blueprint like everybody else does. Stop coming on here and focusing your energy on that. Focus your energy on doing the blueprint. Just follow it. Everything you need in there. He done built three businesses out of just following the blueprint. And sold one and retired. The man is retired in less than 2 years. Now he's the same age you are. He's 50 years old, and like I say, he didn't have anything. He built it up. You can do the same thing. So do that, man. Do that. If you put an effort in, people will help you. But you're trying to just skate and take the easy way out. Just put the effort in and put the work in. You think I like doing what I'm doing here now? You think I like this to do these businesses and stuff like this? No, I would much rather be at home, looking at TV and hanging out with my family and whatnot. But like I'm here doing business. This is the hard stuff, but I get the reward for it. And you can do the same. Just get away from just trying to find the easy way. If you got that 850 or 1,000, how much it was that you paid, you got that back. It wouldn't last you a week. You can make that money in 2 days. You can have all your money back in 2 days and living you a great life. Be like all these other people. You don't hear nobody crying about no money. You hear people crying their phone ringing too much. They mad about the phone. They got too much work. Why you want to sit there and focus on lack all the time? Get away from that. Go out there and live your life like these guys, man. Do that. Live your life like these guys. And please don't give him a hard time in the chat. Please don't. Hey, what's going on, Ted? All right, good to see you. Yeah, I'm glad he rebounded too. Like I say, some of the stuff that when I hear these stories from people, they got some amazing stories. But I'm glad he rebounded. And like I say, it really hit with me and stuck with me because it made me realize that if I was just putting some crap out there, if I was just putting something out there just to take somebody's money, gee man, he would have killed himself. If what we're putting out there won't real stuff, he would have killed himself. All right, what's going on? Okay. What's going on, Good Tech? All right, that's Humble Leader. Oh boy, Dre, amazing story, Mike. Yeah, the thing of it is, hey, how you doing, Mike Count? The good thing is, it's not a story. It's somebody's real life, and for him to go from there to now is amazing. And he drove all the way down. He said he had told himself that he was gonna make a trip down here to Mecca, and he drove down here, and it was just happy to see me, and to come into the place, and to be here, and that means the world. That means the world, and 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 man, that's great stuff. Elgin Washington, hey, what's going on? All right. Elgin Washington, saw your last video. Once we get those contractors license, that will be life changing. I'm ready, coach. Yeah, it will be. Once we get those contractors license, it is life changing. It is life changing. Hey, how you doing, Donnie Madden? Mike, you're turning people into breadwinners. Yeah, it's like I say, uh, no, for here it is, March Madness. I don't even know who in the Final Four, who the wild, what games or what. It used to be, I've been filled out two or three brackets. I'll be looking at the game. Like I say, I had four or five people just today come through here. Men, and we ain't talking nothing about no sports or anything. We all been talking business the whole time. They've been here, and that it's a great feeling. It's a great feeling. All right, Amos Nadro. Hey, Mike, I'm very impressed by your understanding in the appliance repair business. I'm interested in trade, currently residing in Minnesota. Yeah, but you need to get in. Minnesota is booming. We have a young lady up there that's doing well, and Minnesota is a hotbed. They need a lot of people up there in Minnesota. And if you want to, just click the link in the description. You can buy the course. Yep, go get into it. Thanks, Frankie Evans. When is your next hands-on live event? We got two of them in April. Let me find out when the dates are. And like always, if the alumni want to come, just come on back. Let's see when the next hands-on live event. We got one April the 9th and April the 23rd. Those are the last two that we're having here in April. And I'm not going to do another one until after May or June, because I got two daughters that's graduating, one from grad school and college, and one from high school. And I don't know if graduation, if my wife and them want to do anything for it. So I'm kind of keeping that open. And then in July we're gonna have what you call we're gonna have the ASCII. In June, I'm responsible. I'll put a flyer out later this week. In June, the town asking me for June 17th. I guess it's right around Juneteenth or whatever. The town, like I said, I always wanted to do like a concert series and have live music and stuff. So the town has bought into that, and now we're going to have a live concert series this summer. So on June 17th, I'm responsible for bringing in the band and all that stuff, and putting that one on. So in June 17th, I'm gonna be putting that on, and so I'm gonna be doing that in June. That's I want to do that very well to because they've done things in the past, but a lot of the African Americans and the Hispanics don't felt like they were quite included for different reasons, and so I want to make sure with that one that I'm working with everybody to make sure everybody have a great time. And it's right around Juneteenth too, so I'm gonna try to make that one really well. So June 17th is my day to be responsible for doing the concert series. So that month I'll be doing that, and we also gonna have like a car show in June. I'm gonna be bringing out the truck that I had Resto Mod. I bring that out in June too, and so we wanna I wanna so June I'm not gonna have anything. So we're gonna pick up probably right after about July. All right. Cheryl C. Good evening. What's going on? All right. All right. Patience is the key. Thanks. All right. Hello, Mike. Keep it up. Lamar Mom. Oh, okay. Hey, hey. Are you Lamar Staten Mom, Miss Janice Lee? Yeah, they encourage you. Yeah, get out here, man, and get out here and make it. Okay. Kurt told Aaron to reach out to him. All right. Go ahead. All right. Hey, now, Dr. Funk. Mike, I remember coming to the live event and how it bothered me to the bone, how uncomfortable you were. Um, people quitting their jobs because you felt they made you accountable when you talk. Yeah, yes. Yeah. I'm still. Now I'm not. Yes, I am. I ain't gonna lie. I am still. Uh, 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 I am still a little nervous about that because it's one thing. He said I was like Fred Sanford grabbed my heart. Yeah, because what happened, uh, it's one thing when you're up here and you're just talking and you and how can I say this? Um, a lot of YouTubers on here. It's more of a lifestyle thing where you look at it to be more entertaining. People look at it to almost like the Real Housewives and stuff like that, to be more entertaining. Or if you do purchase a course, the course you purchase is more it's not something. It's just an add-on. A lot of times, like somebody want to invest in crypto, somebody going to go buy stocks. You ain't never heard nobody talking about they don't quit their job and then bought crypto. All the people who talk about crypto, I never heard nobody say they don't quit their job because they don't went out and now they're doing stock trading. I never heard nobody say I don't quit my job now because I'm now wholesaling. I never heard nobody doing that. And all the people who selling courses, I never heard nobody calling. Well, one they don't do live call-ins, but so people can call in and actually and give testimonials. But I've never heard or seen in the chat where anybody has said they quit their job because of the course and stuff that they bought. So with them, it's not a you can put it out there and you can rest easy at night knowing that that person is not depending on that to earn a living, and ain't depending on that what you're telling them to be able to pay for their kids' college or to retire. But with with JT and I, we have so many people that were just quitting their jobs, and you felt like at that point in time, you felt like if they quit their jobs, then you're responsible for their families and stuff if they something goes wrong. And you don't nobody wants that responsibility. I'm telling you, you don't want that responsibility. Like the guy that came in tonight. Um, I'm glad I didn't know that when I'm glad he didn't tell me that he had tried to take his life several times prior to taking the course. Because I really would have been worried and reaching out to the brother because I hadn't heard from him in 2 years. But you hear something like that, and if you think that your course doesn't work, and if you don't think your course works, you know, he gives up and go kill himself, you feel like that's on you. And with that, the reason why you buy my courses is the same reason I bought the course for the ice cream parlor. I bought it so I don't have to go through the 4 or 5 years of struggling to figure this stuff out with the ice cream parlor. Same thing. The reason you all bought my course, y'all don't want to go through 4 or 5 years of struggling trying to figure out how to get a appliance repair business up off the ground running. So he needed immediate relief. He's 50 years old and he got kids and he don't have to move in with his parents. He needs something immediate. So I'm giving him that, and you don't want that. You don't want that responsibility on you. To think that somebody's gonna kill themselves or somebody gonna walk away from their job because of the course that you sold. If I'm gonna get this camouflage out of here because of course you don't. So you don't want that responsibility on you. A lot of people don't have. I don't know nobody else to have that. I don't know anybody else to have that. Everybody else tells you, and I was trying to do the same thing. Tell everybody, don't quit your job. Don't quit your job because I didn't want that responsibility. But unfortunately, it worked. Because what we do, it works. And I would be crazy to think that what I'm teaching you all, that you all could do it without quitting your job. Because ain't no way in the world I could do this with I could run my business. No way I can run my business without running a job. So what I'm teaching you all, there's no way you can work full time and do what we're telling you to do. It's just too much work. You just can do it. Matter of fact, it's hard to do it. It's hard to be it's hard to the way I teach you all because I'm teaching you all my blueprint. I'm not out there in the field running service calls every day, and I have actual subs. So that's why so many of you all got subs now because it gonna make you mimic exactly how I run my business. It's hard for you to be out there and doing the paperwork and answering the phone and running the service calls all at the same time because the business is not set up that way. It's set up for you to have subs, and that's what happens, and that's what it pushes you all to, and make you all life look like mine. That's how Slick was able to come here and we sat for 2 days. We sat for a whole day, and we eat lunch and we talk and we go look at investments, and that's why he's able to get out the country. No, his life is turning turned into the same thing mine has turned into. But he's able to get out the country for take his whole family for spending time go out the country and do that and do it. Don't have any type of hardship about it, and his business still running because he followed those blueprints. Same thing with everybody who's doing it. Everybody's businesses is starting. Talk to everybody. You see everybody's businesses starting to look the same. You all have the same problems that I have. For some stuff I ain't fixed in my business, and I gave it to you all, and you all got those same problems that I had that I hadn't quite figured out. But luckily, we have some smart people in our group, and those smart people are figuring out some of the problems that I had. The reason why I couldn't expand and go to 7 and 8 and 13 different texts because I never figured out that next step. How to get past right now right now with what I do in my business. I have a ceiling that I hit. I never broke past. I never broke past and done $1 million in my business. I've never done that. Some of you all have. Y'all figured it out because, like I said, y'all worked in corporate America where you had 30, 40 people you were responsible for, and y'all just knew exactly where the problem was, how to fix it. I've never done that, so I couldn't fix that, but you all have. So you all who don't have that corporate training, you all like me, where the phone ringing and you mad. Y'all hear me talk about it all the time now. Seeing y'all talk about you hate to hear the phone ring because I hate to hear the phone ring. Y'all gonna hate to hear the phone ring because y'all get the same thing that I got. But when I look at other people who does the same thing that we're doing, selling courses, I don't see that they're having the same issues that or having the same lifestyle that the people who sell the courses have, and that's not the way it works. You bought it to buy the same lifestyle and stuff that I have. A lot of you all have passed my lifestyle, or if not, y'all right there at it. I can just about gauge where the money and how much money and stuff people are making. Y'all living very well. Y'all living very well. Where you can do that. And so, but when I look at other courses, I don't hardly see anybody in the course or in the chat or anything or on the Facebook or anything. I have yet to see anybody that bought the course that have the same thing the person who's selling the course has. I don't see it. I don't see it. I see you all got nice service vehicles, nice uniforms, nice cars. I saw Lamar just bought the Camaro, and I'm seeing all of that. I'm seeing all the stuff you all do. I'm seeing people taking vacations. I'm seeing people taking their whole families out and on vacation and no problems. I'm seeing all that. Y'all living the same life that I'm living, and so I don't know. Just don't know. That's me rambling again. I would love to talk to other course creators. I would love to talk to other course creators. And the same thing with JT. All his subscribers. Look how many people in the carrier business and doing all the stuff that JT put out there, and living that same lifestyle that JT lived. He created hundreds of thousands of people to do that. You know, if somebody say that what they're doing is a hustle, all businesses started a hustle. I don't know any business that doesn't start as a hustle in your backyard and stuff. But once you prove the concept, then that's when it clicks over and you start to become a business. Once you get to a point where that phone stops ringing, that phone ringing and driving you crazy, you can't keep up with the invoices and you got customers and all that calling all the time. That's when you turn around and turn it into a business. But every business that I know and ever had started off as just a hustle, we turned it into a business afterwards. So, but yeah, so I would love to talk to other course creators and see and see what the results of their people. I like to see the results of the people taking the courses, what they're actually getting out of it, and what they're actually how they're doing. Now I can do it like a university where I can make the course so long that it takes you forever to complete it, and you just give up and don't complete it. Then I can always tell you that it's you. But I haven't. I bring new courses on, but the new courses that I bring on is not a total. I don't. I just bring because I'm doing a totally new business. So those are courses. I'm not respinning the. Uh, I'm not coming back telling your appliance boot camp. I'm going to totally redo it because um, um, this is what you need to do now. No, this appliance repair, this business, it's the same. It's like the North Star. You can set your sails on it. This motherfucker work. So you ain't got to change that. The ice cream parlor business. When I let that go, you don't have to you don't you don't have to what's it called. You ain't gonna have to change that because I know it works because I do it every day. And I put that popcorn business out there. There ain't gonna be no changing. To get you started, this is what you have to do because I know it worked. That's the path I went down. So that's why you don't have to change it. You can put it out there. You don't have to change it. All right, what's up, ABC? I'm coming down in April. Okay, looking good to see you. Elgin, create my LLC tomorrow here in Virginia. Okay, great stuff. Well, it is April. Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, Paul Brown, what's up, Mike? We enjoyed the popcorn. Thanks, I appreciate it. Mike, you and JT did a roadside service vehicle. Yeah. We what's it called? JT came to the shop one night. It was right before a live event. He came to the shop. It might have been the first night. It might have been. He came to the shop and he locked his keys in the van. And we had to call somebody to come pop the lock. And a young brother came up and showed us how to unlock it. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Yeah, young brother came, and the brother, the locksmith, the pop lock. That's all he had was what they call these air shims, and you just put them in the door slot. And I don't pop so many locks with these, and you just squeeze it up, and what it does, it separates the door, and then you can unlock the door. So he showed us how to do it, and he told us about his business, his roadside business, and uh, and we done a video with the guy that night. And so many people, when it's done this, and then the family of the guy, there's their family business. But anyway, the family of the guy saw the video, and they didn't want JT to release it anymore, so JT had to remove it. But yeah, but this all you need. And so many people from Appliance Bootcamp have went in and got contracts just to do roadside service, just to go in and change people tires and to pop people locks. This all you need, just two of these. And so yeah, so and from there, just people took it up and went. Matter of fact, I forget his name up in DC. He does that quite a bit, and you can pop locks on cars and stuff with this all the time. Yep, and that's what he does. He has a contract where and the thing of it is, I think the young man that I keep saying young man, the brother that was here today telling his story, he has a contract in that his whole area that he wasn't called. that he gets to go and people the roadside assistant. He got a little service van. He rode that van down here, and he has everything in there. He has a car jack. He has a lug nut, a lug wrench. He has some airbags, some cones and stuff. That's all you do. You just go out there and change the tire. Somebody's tire go. You go out there and pop somebody's lock, and I think it was 85 or $100 each pop every time he went out there, and he got the contract. So now what he does, he found a couple of guys, and he just got subs doing that. He don't go now. He gives them $40 to go to go do it, and he keeps the 45. So that his life has became my life. That's what it has. He got three jobs, three businesses. He done created three businesses, and sold one of them, and doing well. Mike, you should talk to Chris Stokes from Cornerstone. Yeah, several people have going to try to link us up, and the counterflow, I'm going to get them. We have several people that are going to link us up. I still haven't kind of been able to catch up with them. If somebody have a contact for them, please email me here, and I love to talk to them. If you have a contact for Chris Stokes, I would love to talk to him. And here goes the email. I got it in the chat. All right. All right. Oh yeah, that's an easy thing. Easy thing. That he does. He just do the roadside assistant. I wish I could tell the other niche he has, but I'm not gonna do that because I'm not gonna do that to that brother. But the other niche that he has, he got that from for something that I was doing on my videos, something I've done. And he went and found a niche on it, and $160 first time complete. And he ain't got to buy no parts. All he got the parts is there waiting on him when he gets there, and he just fix it and go. And he what's it called? No paperwork, and to get paid by Cash App as soon as you're done in 1 or 2 days. He said. Are there any other licenses needed in Virginia to start a business? LLC, you might have to get a business license from the city, but that all that is just going to pay your money. That's all that is. But you don't need no license to repair appliances. Uh, okay, apparently there are apps that let you do minor and major roadside assistance. Okay. Good tech. I studied at locksmith course for 4 months, night and day before moving to North Carolina. The only reason I didn't take the test was because I found ABC boot camp on the way here, literally. Okay, congratulations. Okay. Okay, please, Greg B. I would love to reach out to him and talk to him. I would love to talk to him if you can. All right. Okay. King K. Okay. Frank Evans sounds like me with those dishwashers. Yep, yep, no doubt. Once again, I want to thank everybody for actually tuning in tonight. I'm sorry it was a little bit of a ramble, but sometimes when I have a good conversation like I had with him, we talked for about an hour before I went on, and my mind is there. What I was going to talk about, I can't remember what my other topic was, but because of talking to him. That's where my mind was at, and I wanted to share that story for you all. For people who might be somebody else out there now listening that might be going through the same thing. That brother, that brother, it's hard to get worse than that. Your wife leaves, and you got to take leave you and your kids, and you got to take you and your kids and go back home, and you don't have you got to put your life back together, and in less than 2 years. Built a business and sold it, got residual income for the rest of his life and he got a little bit of paycheck up front from that business. Built two more businesses and they're going. That's what we're laughing. He say, he do like 2 stops a day with his little niche. He don't get out the bed till 10 o'clock. We're both laughing because both of us have gained weight. And he said, and the thing about it, his father, even though he done this and retired, his father thinks he's lazy. his father's ex-military, and his father think he's lazy, saying he ain't doing anything, why he ain't going to work and stuff. And he trying to tell his father, hey man, I done made $700-800 today, just why I need to go somewhere. And the father just don't understand. Kind of like my parents and stuff too. They don't understand. They think and everybody do think I'm not doing anything. You coming down here and you sitting down here and talking on the computer. You're not making any money. You're not doing anything. Why you keep buying all these buildings? You wasting your money. You get your mind set on one thing. All that type of stuff. He's hearing those exact same things that I'm hearing, and we sit here and we laugh about it. And same thing. When everybody come here, we have the same problems. Y'all wives are telling me y'all the same thing my wife is telling me. So all of us are having the same problem because you follow my blueprint, unfortunately. So you got the same problems I have now. Y'all families tell y'all the same thing. And so yeah, so it's good. Like I said, misery love company. I'm sorry I led y'all astray down this road, but this is where we're at now, and it's good. And now I'm seeing people now starting to get ready to buy real estate. They got real estate stuff and plan in mind. They're going to go buy and put together. That's exciting. Like I said, I was glad to see my mentor come through. If he's watching and stuff, I really appreciate that. For him to bring his family and stuff out here, and for him to actually be proud of what I've put together here, that actually meant a lot. Because like I say, you out here, you grinding, and you a lot of times you're in the middle of fixing stuff all the time. Sometimes you don't have a chance to actually sit back and see where it came from, and bask in the sun, because when they come here and they see the buildings now, they what you call they don't then I showed them the pictures of what it was like before we got here and done it. They cannot believe it, and even the people. No, that's the great thing too about you all at Appliance Boot Camp that's been watching from the beginning. You all get this. Y'all don't see the transition from here to there to where we're going, and all the other stuff. And not only my transition, y'all have seen all the transition of all the people that's here that's within this appliance repair field. You all have came in and you all have became household names within the industry, and you all have seen those people do that within 2 years. So you all get to see all of that, and it seems like we've been doing this thing now for 10 or 15 years, and y'all get to see all this stuff right in front of y'all eyes. So it's not something where I got. But now it is. Because now I was trying to tell them about. I'm glad I recorded all that because now I'm telling them about all the stuff we've done to fix this building, the school up, and to fix the ice cream parlor up. So when we go look at the other buildings, I'm looking at those buildings. And man, it ain't gonna take me no time to knock those out. I know what I'm doing. When they look at them, my mentor looked at them. He saw the potential. He knew what it was. And he told me not to sell them. He told me, no, don't sell them. And he gave me some good advice on how we can actually renovate them without having to borrow any money and without having to put any money into it. He gave me some great advice. But that's what he does. He was like CEO of huge. He was the CEO of a huge insurance company, world renowned, and CEO. Well, now he was the financial. He was the financial. I guess CFO of another huge restaurant. Uh, this nation worldwide. So he's very good, and he's a brother, and he helps me out a lot. So he gave me some stuff that we could do, and I'm gonna look more into it. And once again, like I say, and you all, man, to see what you all are doing, it's just so it's just so motivating. All right, Greg Hobbs says motivating things. Great motivation. Frank Evans, keep doing your thing, brother. Okay. Man, what's that side hustle? Sounds profitable and needed. That was doing a roadside assistant. Oh, Tabitha Cole, I just found you yesterday on the video about the $2,500 duplex you purchased in Rocky Mount. I love it. Is that a good to buy still? Is that a good to buy still? Yeah, if you can find one for if you find one for $2,500 again, let me know. I'll buy them. The prices don't went up now. They're about 25, 30 now. Price is going up. That was years ago when I bought that duplex. But yeah, if you can find one for 2,500, yeah, you go ahead and buy it. It's still good because they ain't making no more land. I don't care what nobody say unless they go over to Mars and find some. We can't make any more land. So if you buy it, a lot of times just to get the city hookup cost you $5,000 6,000, but yours already there when you buy the lot. So you can not, yeah, 2,500 is good. All right, Greg B. Once you get a good understanding of this trade, sky's the limit. You can wake up and go get how much money you need. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. All right, Anthony Noah, so proud of you, bro. Keep up the good work. All right, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you all. Once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll be back uh, I'll be back on Monday. We got Easter this weekend, so tomorrow Good Friday. Happy Good Friday for tomorrow. Go out and enjoy some Easter. I'm gonna take probably Saturday. I'm gonna take Saturday and spend it with my family. And that's my wife calling me now saying it's time for me to come home. It's 9:06. So once again, I want to thank everybody for watching, and I'll talk to you all on Monday.